So for question 2, we are given the first 3 terms of a geometric sequence. Those given terms are 5, 12, and 36. And we're told this is a geometric sequence, so that means that we don't have a common difference, we have a common ratio. And if I want to know what that ratio is, one thing I can do is I can take any term and divide it by the term that precedes it. So if I was to just throw a calculator up on the screen, hi calculator, hello, and we could turn this calculator on and I could use it. If I take the number 36 and divide it by the term that precedes it, 36 divided by 12, you can see I get the number 3. If I take the 12, that's the middle value, and I divide it by the term that precedes it, which is 4, you can see I get 3. So my common ratio for this sequence is 3, meaning I am multiplying by 3. So if I start with the value 4, I can then hit times 3, and this will give me the second term, third term. And now I'm ready for the next 3 terms. Or does it say the next 3 terms or the next 4 terms? The next 4 terms are going to be, that's part A. The next 4 terms are going to be after 36, we will get the number 108. Oops, not with the purple pen. We will get 108. And then after the 108, we will get 324. And then after 324, we will get 972. And then our 4th term will be, when we multiply by 3 again, 2,916. So those are our first 4 terms, or the next 4 terms after these 3 terms. All right. Next question is, what is the 0th term? What is the 0th? It doesn't say 0th. I would put the word 0th term, but what's the 0th term? Well, I know the first term is 12, and then the first term is 4, and then 12, and then 36. So as I move forward, I know that I am multiplying by 3, right? I am multiplying by 3. So if I want to go backwards and get the term before the term start, if I want to get this 0th term, I could either divide by 3 or multiply by 1/3. It's the exact same operation. So if I divide by 3 or multiply by 1/3, I just get 4/3. So 4/3, right, is my 0th term. And you can see on my calculator, if I enter 4 divided by, wrong buttons, 4 divided by 3, there's the 0th term, and then I just say times 3. So that's the 0th term. There's my first term. There's my second term. So it's exactly 4/3. So we'll write down my 0th term is 4/3. And then finally it says, what is the generator? The generator for this sequence is multiply by. So it's important we have this operation, right? Because it's not just a number, because a generator could be adding 3, but this is multiply by 3. So we say what operation? We are multiplying, and then by what value? 3. So my generator is multiplying by 3, or multiply by 3. And then finally, it says, write the explicit equation for this sequence. So we have very nice reference material for this that we can always refer to. But for a geometric sequence, I'll use the T of n notation. I'll say that the value of any term in this sequence simply equals my 0th term, 4/3, times the multiplier, which is 3, raised to the nth power. So if I wanted to know the value of this term, I can jump to it. This is, remember that I've got 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th term. This is the 5th term. This is the 6th term. And this is the 7th term. If I want to know the 7th term immediately, I can put in 7 into this function for n, right? Which means that my exponent would be the number 7. And you can see that works perfectly well on the calculator. In fact, I can even do the, I'll get a nice looking fraction. I'll go 4 divided by 3, and then I'll make it look like a fraction by hitting math and enter math frac. There's 4/3. And I'm just going to say, let me go grab that. Okay, 4/3. Then I'm going to go times 3 raised to the, and again, when I put 7 in here, I have the right answer. If it gives me 2,916. If it doesn't, I got to figure out what's going on. But it does. Very good. And I can go back up and grab the exact same expression. And if I change the number 7 to 4, you can see it gives me the value of the fourth term, right? The fourth term is 108. So I think we've got this dialed in here. Our next four terms are 108, 324, 927, and 2916. The zeroth term, the term before the first term, is 4/3. The generator is multiplying by 3, and the explicit rule is T of n equals 4/3 times 3 raised to the nth power. All right, so that's it for question number 2.